Well, hello, fellow human and non-human beings. This is Ether. As promised, I'm making another video, and I think the most current one and one of the most important ones, I would say, since for me it was a recent discovery. Today I would love to talk about Q. Not just the letter Q, but apparently there is this movement. Basically, when I researched it, the theory is, although I think it started even earlier than that, but basically the theory is that on September 11th, 2001, when the towers went down, American military generals, around 200 or even more, gathered together, and they basically said we had enough, and they started coming up with their own plan how to remove these evil people, you know, the elites, the Illuminati, and all of those guys. If you researched all of that stuff, you know what we're talking about. And so how did it happen for me? I had nearly 20 years of research into various fields, conspiracies, you know, you name it, and I made like a break for a year or two, and I was just working one day, and one of my employees, because I worked in a recruitment company, now I'm basically, yeah, just chilling at home, as most of us. So yeah, she came about to get some timesheets, and I saw letter Q on her like jacket. I was like, what is this? She said, well, you never heard of Q? I said, no. So I'll go do some research on Q, QAnon, and blah blah blah. And yeah, that was my reawakening. That's when I got back to research. So I think that was not only before 9/11, before the September. I think one of the things I'm gonna share, while I was researching QAnon, I came across the channel called New Templars, and there's a guy in there called Dylan, and he has an amazing website with amazing maps. I'm just gonna share it with you. I think something like that. Here we are. Where is it? So really good website. They have a YouTube channel as well, talking about various stuff. But where is it? These posters here. So this is an energy map. Obviously, I have them. Didn't pay, but maybe I will definitely buy one of his shirts. And these maps are really, for me, was it Awakening? Really a lot of things to study. Although when I looked at the deep state map, although some of the connections were irrelevant to me, I kinda happy that I did the research and I know everything what was happening there. I can show you quickly a bit more in detail what are they talking about. Let me just capture the screen. Sorry, this 1 second, it's been a while. So yeah, I started researching them, and you know, although a lot of people are quite skeptical, why I can't see you? What's wrong with you? Right? Anyway, just check out their. Can you see? Just check out the websites. Get these maps. You can find them even on Google. I don't use Google, but let's promote better, guys. I use DuckDuckGo. So deep state mapping project. Just go on images and bam, here you go. There should have been some in colors, but basically, yeah, you can get them here. This is not in colors. Colors helps sort of to understand which was who's connected with who. So, and there is a Great Awakening map. This one really opened my mind to a lot of concepts which I did not know. Although I still struggle with some planets and stuff because I'm a flat earther, so I'm quite skeptical about other planets. But you know, maybe they're there. So yeah, there's a lot of concepts in here which me personally I did not know. So yeah, go back to Q. So they have a no, this is the wrong one, but they have a couple of websites where they drop these small how to say posts, and they started in 2017, I believe. The whole idea is that this is the most secret and the biggest military operation in the history of in the history, just in general. And that's why we're in a lockdown, because they are pretty much dealing with the deep state. And although a lot of people are skeptical that, you know, it's just fake, because usually these people, these elites, control the both narratives, you know, the basically the both sides of the same coin, you know. But me, I kind of tend to have hope and believe these guys. Is it their website? Because the more details and the more things I look into, the more they make sense. Currently, basically, one of their sayings is future proves the past. So I think why they're saying this, because they were in control of Looking Glass. Project Looking Glass is basically when very psychic children and people were opening portals, basically, and were changing time. But apparently in 2012 there was a shift, but basically since that date, since the Mayan calendars, you know, 21st of September, since that date we only have one timeline according to some sources. Well, let's just explore the options and let's just be aware of possibilities. And yeah, basically, so no matter what you do since 2012, this Earth and there's only one outcome. And I can recommend highly the video. Let me check where I can find it. It should be here. Yeah, now listen to Trump, because if you read between the lines what he's saying, it's very interesting about his invisible war, and that he's saying that he's dealing with child trafficking, drug trafficking, and yeah, it's quite interesting, exciting times. I'll leave the link in the description when I finish the video. But yeah, it's quite really interesting piece of information. So yeah. So what can I say? What else can I say? I don't know. Just go and do your own research, make up your own mind, because obviously I'm gonna look for plan B and C, but I think these guys are doing what they're saying they're doing. In 2018, there was $500 million invested for soldiers to train in the underground environment. Why? So I guess these earthquakes in California and other places, you know, the theory is that they're cleaning the dumps. The dumps are the deep underground military bases. Basically, it's like cities, underground cities. They say, you know, if you looked into the pictures, maybe you can find some. Let's see, that would be interesting for me to see myself. Here we are. Oh, Phil Schneider was talking about them. That's cool. Let's have a look. Here we are. So you can see the sizes of the tunnels. That's Phil Schneider here. He was talking about these military tunnels. I watched quite a few of his interviews, but I think that was the last one before he died. So you can imagine the size, you know, these pictures, if they're fake, what's the point of faking them? Because there's a lot of people, whistleblowers and technology, how they're drilling the holes with these kind of things, and it's quite really fast to do that for them. And yeah, they just have literally underground bases, and I can show you 5 million spent on training underground. So that's one of the articles. U.S. Army spent 5 million training to fight underground, and that was 2 years ago. Why? No, yes, there's something to that. So that's my opinion about Q. That basically the military took over. The other thing is, they were, I think, influenced by some extraterrestrials, the good ones, because we always were exploring these conspiracies, and we knew about this plan of depopulation and everything. The people who were doing the homework. So the evil people had their own plan. So just my question is, why didn't the good guys had their own plan? Well, what if this plan is now in the execution? And that's what we're witnessing, because what's happening right now, it's unprecedented. All world is on the lockdown. Stay home. COVID, obviously, I don't believe in that. Maybe it's just a common flu, or just a different strain of it. But I know that they're cooking the books. I spoke with quite a few people who work in hospitals. Hospitals, by the way, check them out. They're pretty much empty. And they're cooking the books. If somebody dies of a heart attack, it's COVID-19. So literally, the rest of the death rates are going down, and the COVID are going up. So it's, they're just gonna push this fear agenda. And what's up with the Billy Boy? Bill Gates and the mainstream media are pushing these vaccines that you cannot go out if you have one, and then you need the if you haven't had a look, I can tell you and show you. Let's see if it's so simple as that. No. Yeah, well. Yes. You see this? Yeah, sort of. Just go. Screen smaller. So, where are the people? So yeah, basically ID 2020. They want for you to have a digital ID that they know exactly every time where you are. And in the alliance, let's look in the alliance. Rockefeller Foundation, Microsoft. I don't know about these three, but I'm pretty sure they're no good. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing Microsoft, and again, getting back to where I had the folder. Why this is interesting as well. Is it here? Sorry, guys. Since I'm doing this spontaneously, and I didn't write down any script or anything, so it's slightly failing. Yeah. So what else? What else? Oh, I had news. No. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Quite important. So let me find this for you. Here we are. So, the resignations, yeah. As I'm jumping all the place around. Not here. No, I just wanted to show you the resignation info. If you have not seen it, to start digging from here. That was one of the eye openers for me. So resignation.info, and you can see. So let's have a look. 12th of April, Vice President. It's 12,000 people have stepped down, including Elon Musk, Bill Gates, people in the White House, governments of Great Britain. It's did he resign? Here we are. Did not know. Benjamin Netanyahu. Bye bye. Anyway, like I said, there's a lot of clues and there's a lot of things which for me make sense, and just I don't know, if you've seen the military presence all around the world, there's obviously a theory is that this lockdown is, until they deploy the 5G and just cook us at some point, but I stay positive, to be honest. I don't know, what else can we do? Maybe it's gonna be the first time when we as people start governing. I don't know. But my theory is way more positive that these guys are doing mass cleaning up with positive ETs, because we were just on the brink of dying. If this coronavirus was released and with intentions, maybe a bit too early. Another theory is that in Wuhan Corp, where this virus originated, they tainted the adrenochrome batch where they were making synthesized adrenochrome, and that's why the celebrities are getting COVID and they are acting crazy because they don't have their drugs. So yeah, the adrenochrome was actually interesting for me to discover as well, because I knew about these Satanists, I knew about child blood ritual sacrifices and all of that, but I did not know what was the down purpose. Now I do. And I'm a bit disappointed that these evil people are just junkies. I thought they are using that life force and something more sinister, but they're just junkies. So from my point, it's a bit disappointing. But anyway, that's me and Q, and I'm staying really positive. I was really expecting, I was still waiting for internet to go down for about 3 days, because that was promised, sort of. And that would make sense, because all the media would be shut down, all the channels shut down, and they would just start pouring the dirt. If you check on the resignation.info about these people who have indictments, and let's just say Jimmy Kimmel or Ellen DeGeneres, whatever, these famous people, they have like 40 plus warrants for the arrest. Why? And even if you check some of these court records, there are court records. You can actually go there and have a look what's being said and what's being done. And some of this process was taking a while ago. And since the mainstream media is just pushing that coronavirus, we're not informed about all of this stuff. Yeah. So on the next video, I'm gonna talk about natural disasters. What happened recently and what's going on, and I will do it tomorrow. If you have any questions, just drop some comments. I will look after daily on the channel, and thank you for being here, and stay positive. Where we go one, we go all.